Hi, everybody. Winn Claybaugh here. You're going to love this issue of Masters Podcast, featuring somebody that I've known for a very long time. Maybe I would like to say that I sort of watched him grow up a little bit, and what he has grown into is pretty profound, which you're going to experience when you listen to this podcast interview. Cash Lawless, he's known as the Millionaire Hairstylist, and he began his career from the streets as a homeless dropout. But with the hard work, he climbed the ranks, eventually styling for major magazine covers like Vogue and Elle, and collaborating with Hollywood's A-list celebrities. While working as a stylist, Cash founded a nationwide real estate investment firm with over $190 million in acquisitions. And Cash, through the challenges of being bullied, homelessness, being forced into retirement as a hairdresser because you lost the ability to stand and work, how did you overcome these struggles?
Well, I mean, it's a long story for how did I overcome these struggles? Well, I'll say that just kind of starting at the beginning of my story, I just kind of made some really bad decisions, and I had a family traumatic event. My parents wound up getting divorced through that. They kind of went their separate ways when I was 17, 18, just turning 18, and I was kind of left to take care of my sister, finish out high school, really had no direction to go from there. And I really, really wanted to be a cosmetic surgeon. I wanted to go to an Ivy League school, and I was doing well in high school. I was valedictorian of my high school, and was accepted to several great colleges, but was left with nothing and no money to be able to afford to go. So I wound up getting a full ride to American University, in which I promptly had an encounter with depression, started drinking, dropped out, joined a band, made the worst friends. It ultimately just ruined my life. Wound up with nothing, wound up sleeping in, just living in an abandoned car in a parking lot, washing my one set of clothes in the sink of a 24-hour gym, sneaking in and drying them under those old dryers before the Dyson, those speedy Dyson hand dryers were available. God, those would have been nice. But that is what led me to meeting a family. There's a family that got wind of my story and my situation, I should say. And they said, "Hey, you're gonna move in with us. We live in Florida," so they flew me there. They said, "We feel God's really compelling us to do this, but moving in with us is going to come with some conditions, and you're going to have to work. You're going to have to get a job. You're going to have to read books. And when you're not working, you'll be reading. And when you're not reading, you'll be going to church. And when you're at church, you'll be singing in the choir and volunteering, and basically filling my time with all good things." And at that point, I was like, "Sign me up. Anything is better than what I'm doing." I was very just kind of still struggling through depression and kind of trying to get through that. And I think that family just gave me a whole new start, whole new structure.
This story is just phenomenal. And you're all going to listen to this full story during this podcast. But Cash, you talk about the power of reinvention. So in 15 seconds, tell us what that means to you.
I mean, for so long, I was kind of scared of losing what I had until I learned this really, really powerful lesson that I was forced to learn, which is never be scared to give up something good for the chance or an opportunity at something great. And that's what I discovered, is letting go of that fear of what you have, trying to keep what you have at the sacrifice of greater things that are around the corner.
Wow. Everybody, Masters is all about storytelling. And as I think you've already experienced, Cash is a beautiful storyteller. So make sure that you listen to this podcast interview. Please share it with lots of people. And Cash, I'm so honored to have you a part of this.
So honored to be here, Winn.